What's going on, YouTube? It's your boy Pastor D back at it with another video. I'm taking a little drive right now, but I wanted to talk to us about how to fully embrace the present moment.
Walk it like I talk it, yeah, I walk it. Yeah. Flowers never grow without some water.
The way I like to look at life is that the past represents growth because it's a place that you have outgrown, a place that you have come from, a place that you are no longer in. The present, as they say, it's a gift. And the future is something to look forward to. It's something, to have faith about, right? But we're going to talk about the right now and how to fully embrace the right now. Oftentimes in life, as I mentioned, we're either living too far behind or we're living too far ahead. And what we need to learn how to do is to enjoy the moments that we are currently in. When you have your mind, kind of all over the place, be it too far ahead or too far behind, the present is overlooked. You miss a lot of gems, you miss a lot of wisdom, you miss a lot of things that you could necessarily be grasping right now or obtaining that can help lead you, to your future, right? Every step that we take in life is necessary, whether you like it or you don't. Every step that we take in life, it's a necessary step, and God designed it that way for a reason, because every moment is a teaching moment. Every moment is a learning moment, is a moment for growth, is a moment for things to prepare us, to shape us, and to mold us for where it is that God desires for us to be, and ultimately where we desire to be at in life, right? And being someone who struggles with patience, I'll be honest about that. I often tend to want to live too far ahead of myself, right? And the thing that God is teaching me about this season of my life is how to be still and to trust the process, to trust the will, and to trust the leading of God. That's what he's teaching me. And like I said, not all the time will it be comfortable. Not all the time will it feel good, because a lot of times, we want things when we want things. We have desires, we have goals, we have dreams, and we want to see movement. We want things to happen at our pace. But there's a danger in that. And there's a danger in that because the Bible talks about how there is a way that seems right to a man, but the end thereof is death, right? And the danger is moving ahead of God or outside of God is that you can not only shift and alter, the plans of God, but you can disrupt your life in a way that you may never recover. You may never, get the opportunities that were going to be presented to you, or the things that God was planning to happen. Those things may not happen, all because of a misstep. You get what I'm saying? And so I'm learning how to just take every step with God and to trust God, to trust his plan, to remember that God knows best, and to remember that God, that he ultimately has my life in his hands. It's not that I have his life in my hands, but my life is in his hands. And he's the one that's leading me. He's the one that's guiding me. He's the one, that's preparing me, for greater, in my life. And though I am appreciative of it, that's just the truth about, where I may find myself at times. Like I said, being impatient, and I know a lot of times, even for a lot of you, that could be a struggle as well. But, this is something that we're learning through, that we're growing through, so we're not going to beat ourselves up. We're not going to make ourselves feel bad. None of that. We're just going to, continue to learn as we grow. And that's ultimately what it's about. If you're not learning, if you're not growing, then basically you're staying stuck. You're being stagnant. You get what I'm saying? And like I said, life being about teachable moments, there's always something for you to learn. There's always room for improvement. There's always areas where you could be better. There's always more room for you to trust God. There's always more faith that can be had. It's just the honest to God truth. And that's where I currently am in my life. But I like to, be honest about, things like this, because I like to inspire and to encourage others, along their journey. You never know where people are. You never know what people are struggling with. You never know what it is that people are going through. But even if you could just help one person, that's all that really matters at the end of the day. And so, no matter where you may find yourself at in life, no matter what it is that you may be doing, whether you living in your dream career, whether you living in your dream house, whether you live in, you got your dream car, you got what all the things that your heart desire, whether you have all those things or not, I want to encourage you that in due season, that in due time, that if you just trust God, and if you trust the path that he has for you, and if you trust him leading you and guiding you, no matter how long it may take, you get what I'm saying, no matter the steps that he may have you taken, because sometimes we may feel like, well, God, these steps seem strange, or I don't understand it, or whatever the case may be. But there's always a method to what it is that God is doing. There's always a plan. There's always a reason when God is moving, and why he's moving the way he's moving, and why he's doing the things that he's doing. I'm learning that, and I thank God, even for that, because that's also, wisdom, that my mom, poured into me. You get what I'm saying? And has been pouring into me through, through the leading of God's spirit, And so I thank God, for that. And I just want to give that to you guys. I want to give that to you as you're along your journey of whatever it is that you're doing. Don't be hard on yourself. Give yourself grace, give yourself mercy, and love yourself, and love your journey. Love and appreciate your journey. There is so much that the now, the here, the present has to offer you. You just have to be willing to receive it. You have to be open to it. You have to be willing to not be closed off and only thinking about your future or living in your past, that you neglect the moment that God has you in right now. This moment is building you. This moment is growing you. This moment is making you better. This moment is elevating you. This moment is teaching you so much. If you allow yourself to get out of your head, if you'll get away from fear, get away from doubt, get away from worry, get away from all these negative thoughts, if you just get away from those things and you embrace this moment, you'll see that, God is really doing some great things for me. God is really doing some amazing things, in my life. And the enemy does want to distract us and doesn't want us to see those things, doesn't want us to see it that way. He would rather us see it in a negative way. You get what I'm saying? As things that maybe God isn't doing, or that God isn't allowing. That's not what it's about. It's just that God knows what you're ready for and what you're not ready for, where you're ready to be and where you're not ready to be. So that's wisdom that I received today, that I'm grateful for, and that I wanted to just share with you all, as I, took this little drive, that I'm on right now, embracing my moment, embracing my present, and just being open, So God bless y'all. God keep y'all. God cover y'all. God strengthen y'all. I truly do appreciate all the love and the support. And I continuously pray y'all strength, and, y'all pray my strength as well. But be sure to like, comment, subscribe. And as always, God bless.
Wisdom is for free, but yet it's overpriced. And I never seen success happen overnight.